back in like 2019, I had just started my first job. Um, had just graduated high school. I knew I was going to be going into college soon. With that, I was going to need a job, some money. Um, got a job in retail, and with one of my first checks, I bought some tickets for me and my significant other at the time to go and see Oliver Tree in concert in Orlando. I'll say that much. I lived in Florida at the time, which we'll get to that as well. A lot's changed, unfortunately. Well, let me just continue with the story about Oliver real quick. So, yeah, I went to go and see him in concert. It was during his first tour. Um, I forgot the name of the tour, but it was whenever he. I mean, I'll be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, he hadn't even released his first studio album yet. Um, he only had the EP out at the time, and I mean, like he had a lot of songs out that was gonna end up being on that first album, but he didn't have that album out yet. Um, with that being said, um, it's a core memory. It's always been a core memory going and seeing Oliver Tree at that time because, like I said, first concert I really paid for with my own money as an adult. Uh, yeah, it's just actually insane. It's so sad. He was such a genuine person, super wholesome. We don't really have many people like that anymore these days, and he was one of the funniest people. I was about to say that I know. I never knew him personally, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know, man. It's just so crazy, but yeah, I really can't believe that he's gone. I thought it was like an elaborate prank at first when I saw that news. I was like, oh, this is just Oliver Tree being Oliver Tree, but I kept seeing it and seeing it and seeing it, and I realized very quickly that it wasn't fake news. It was real. My boy had passed, and you know, all I can really say about that is that I mean, at least he passed away doing what he loved the most, and that was exploring the world, meeting new people, new cultures, um, and just living his life to the fullest. Um, rest in peace, Oliver Tree. With all of that being said, um, let's change the vibe. Let's just play a match as the slasher, Jason. Uh, and after this first match, we'll start to yap about some other changes that have happened since the last time I posted a video. Because as I stated earlier, I lived in Florida at the time. Uh, as in, I no longer live in Florida. I actually recently moved out of Florida um, to another state, Indiana. Uh, I know a lot of people think that's a step back. Why are you going from Florida to Indiana? Most people from Indiana want to go to Florida, but I have my reasons. Um, but yeah, was born and raised in Florida, lived there my whole life, so um, it was a big leap for me. But here we are. Anyways, like I said, let's just play a match real quick. Let's just focus on the game, change the vibe up because I know I started off the video stream pretty depressing, but we just had to honor Oliver Tree real quick for a minute there. So after this first match, we'll lock in, have a good first match, and then I'll start yapping more. So Jason, he's really fun. I really like his kit. He's like a Huntress, but better. Um, he's like a Springtrap, but better. Um, obviously, the Huntress still has her like arches, right? Um, but whatever. You know what I mean? As you can see, I'm also playing this event. So we've got an event going on right now, the Black Banquet. It's the first time they've switched up the anniversary event in quite some time. So it's pretty cool. Pretty Survivor-sided, not gonna lie, but still fun nonetheless. I hate this fucking map. I'm so sad that we got this as our first map. what's crazy is I love Resident Evil. I specifically love Resident Evil 2, but I hate this fucking map in Dead by Daylight. It's cool. I mean, I love Resident Evil, but I hate this fucking map. So let's do that. That one. Okay. Let's find a Scourge Hook. It's too out of the way. I'll just do this for now. Might poison out again. No, just stay over. There we go. Somebody DC'd. It's the person we had on the hook. Interesting. It's fine, it's fine. Let's throw him in the basement. I'm still up working while your bitch ass sleeps. I'm an alien. Wah. 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 Oh, bro. Oh, this is the bot. Oh, I was trying to get him while he was falling. That would have been funny. Bruh. Wow, the bot literally went under the pallet. Oh, nose ball. I hate that Jason does that sometimes. I don't know if it's just a visual thing and like I'm still like going through the palette just as fast as I would if the animation went through properly, or if it's actually like slower than usually is. Like sometimes when I teleport to structures, like right there, like that was normal speed. But you'll notice sometimes it's just like super fucking slow, and I don't know if it's just like a visual thing, and the reality of it is that I'm still going through the structure at the same speed, or it's like actually slower than it's supposed to be. I mean, either way, it's annoying. Oh. So they're not gonna rescue bro because he's a bot. They said fuck him. Let's see if get up here at all. I lied. So that was also regular speed. Poison this generator. We'll poison this cart. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Got somebody. There we go. Boom. Just the bot. Well, he's dead now. Let's throw him on a scourge hook while we're at it. We gotta lock him in. Gots to lock in. Wait, poison that. Oh shit, dude. I swear to God. Scared ya. Let's go. Here's somebody behind me. Thought I did at least. Shit. See, like right there, see how fucking slow that was? That can't just be a visual thing. Like, I actually went slower than I was supposed to go. Unless I'm tweaking. I mean, I don't know. Definitely seems like such. Honestly, I don't even care if that generator all the way over there. See, like right there too, bro. What the fuck is that? Scourge hook over here. Get up there. super fucking slow. It's fine. I'll just roll poison some stuff. That generator's yellow, so I touched it. Gonna kill you, bro. Dude, it keeps doing that. Like, I'm trying to go upstairs, and it keeps putting me at the one in front of me instead of above me. Shit's frustrating, dude. Eat dessert. Scorch hook. Just for the fuck of it. And we go look for the hatch. Spend the blood points. Lagging a lot or some shit. Let's see what we can do. Here. Hell yeah. Ugh. Can't wait for Omnipresent to be nerfed perma. Gen can't play the game. GG's. Ha ha ha. Cute. It's the sounds that Jason makes his aura. Okay. See right there. We'll queue up another match. So yeah, what was I saying before the match started? So Rip Oliver Tree. Rip Oliver Tree. Um, moved from Florida to Indiana. New job. Uh, new environment. New setup too. Same computer. Same keyboard, same mouse. I'll actually tell you more about that in a second. But a new desk. Um, new chair. And a new side table for my own little personal internet router that only has my PC attached to it. That way I'm not interfering with the household's Wi-Fi, of course. And then of course, you know, my PC sits on it. That way it's not like on the carpet floor. Um, I actually really like this setup more than my previous setup. My previous setup, I just had a table that was a fold-out desk. A fold-out table from fucking Walmart. It was plastic and so it was really like fragile. So like anytime I would like accidentally like hit my knee into it, the whole fucking table would shake. I just hit my knee into this table just to see what it would do, and it's kind of wobbling like in the slightest, but like not that big of a deal. Like my my fold-out table, I mean, I would hit it in the slightest with my knee and fucking everything's falling off. I mean, yeah, it made sense though. It's a fucking cheap little table. This desk, on the other hand, is a carbon fiber desk. Um, it even has like a layer uh, that allows me to put my monitor on it where it's like up high, and I really like that because the issue with my old table, desk, whatever, was my monitor was sitting um, on the desk, and like, so like, how do I explain this? Like, my keyboard is on the desk, and then my monitor is just right in front of my keyboard, and so it's not at eye level, is I guess what I'm trying to say. So I would have to always kind of like look down a little maybe, and it would I would just notice it would hurt my neck after gaming for a while. This has like that layer that's above the regular desk that like my keyboard and mouse and everything sits on, so the monitor is more at eye level, so it doesn't hurt my back, neck, whatever as much. It's also carbon fiber. It's really good quality. It even has outlets in the desk for like my like charging cords or LEDs or whatever it is I want to plug into there. Even has a wireless charging port on the desk. Um, it's pretty cool. Anyways, backtracking a little, so about it being the same setup in the sense of same mouse, same keyboard, same computer, same monitor, but different in the sense of different desk, different bedside table, or desk side table, whatever, different chair. I'm just yapping right now, clearly. But so when I first moved here to Indiana, I had some stuff toted up here. I had my people bring some stuff up here because they were coming to visit anyways. Um, so I had packed 3 totes worth of my monitor, my Pokemon cards, uh, vinyls, records, CDs, mouse, keyboard, all like pretty much everything I needed, right? But then when I got here, I realized, fuck, like I don't really need my vinyl records or my CDs or a lot of this manga. Um, like it'd be cool to have it, but like I don't really have room for it over here. Like that's for later on. If anything, like let's just leave it there. So I ended up having my fam bam sort through the totes to where like they would only really end up bringing me what I needed. So my monitor, my computer, my keyboard, mouse pad, all the cords, my Pokemon cards. And then the plan was just after I got that stuff here, of course, I'm just gonna have to buy a new chair, new desk, whatever. I already planned on that. Anyways, the issue is though is I must have been too high that day to notice when I was FaceTiming them to have them sort through the totes. But when they got here, I had my monitor, I had my Pokemon binder, and I had my computer, but I had no mouse, no mouse pad, no keyboard, no cords, none of that. So like I didn't have anything that I needed to like get the stuff to run, to work, to function, you know. Um, and so I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna have you guys ship that stuff separately whenever you get back to Florida. Um, but like I said, I mean, so I got that stuff brought here within the first 2, 3 weeks of being here, and that was like 3 months ago, and I didn't even get my computer set up until about a week ago. Um, and I'll elaborate more on that in a second. Just gotta find somebody first. But essentially, I just, with it being a new environment and having to look for a job and lock in, and then of course when I started the job, getting used to the job, coming home, just getting used to pretty much everything. I mean, I wasn't really in a rush, is what I'm trying to say, to get my setup going. 'Cause it's not like I knew I wasn't gonna be really gaming on it much whenever I first got here, anyways, because like I was just gonna be adjusting to everything. Um, so I just told myself, look, as long as I can get it set up um, before the new killer comes out, that's what really matters to me. So to put that into perspective, the new killer, Jason, came out on the 16th of June. I think that I had my computer set up by the 18th of June, so right on time. Let's see what's going on here. Damn, really? That's crazy. Let's grab this. What's going on here? Alright, Ada. You win. So yeah, what ended up happening was when I was finally ready to get that stuff shipped to me, I was like, hey, can I like FaceTime you again? Have you resort through the totes? I'm gonna have you grab the stuff that I forgot to have you grab the first time, like my mouse pad, my keyboard, all the cords I need. I'm gonna have you sort through that stuff and then like ship it to me. So I did that, and then I of course had it shipped to me, and then whenever I got it all, I now had everything I need to run my computer and everything. So I went, bought a desk, a chair, and built all that shit, and hooked up my PC and everything, and then now we're back in. It's been about 3 months I've been in Indiana. Just chilling for real. And I know, and I think I said this earlier, I know a lot of people would think like moving from Florida to Indiana is a step back, but for me, not so much. I mean, I've lived in Florida my whole life, so I just really wanted to switch things up. There's also economical reasons behind that decision and a lot of other stuff, so I'm doing really bad right now in this match. I'm not gonna lie. Just got my first hooked survivor. 2 gens in. So we gotta lock in for real. Ada, you're such a bitch, man. You know that? We got a lot here. I know we haven't really put poison in any of these carts or anything, but it's all good. I actually like throwing the poison more. No cap on God. TTV in my name. Because I'm okay with having no viewers. Just stay uploading these streams to YouTube. Anyways. What's up, people? What's up, homies? Up the pallet for me, What you doing, twin? finally gotcha. Question mark? Shit down. Dude, I'm lagging or some shit. See you right there, twin. Okay, I've been lagging this whole fucking match. I guess I won't blame my shitty gameplay on that, but I have been lagging this whole match. Yeah, man, I've stopped and started saying what I was trying to say so much to the point where I've lost the plot. I don't even know what I was exactly trying to say, but pretty much the subjects I wanted to touch on in today's stream, video, whatever, is the fact that Oliver Tree passed away, and that's very unfortunate, very sad. Two, that I moved from Florida to Indiana. Something else that hits very close to home that I haven't talked about yet, that I am going to be playing here very soon. I've just been trying to enjoy this new killer an event in Dead by Daylight, but is the fact that Destiny 2 had its final update. So that's very sad and unfortunate and honestly unexpected. I felt like it was just not too long ago that they announced that they had plans for the game towards the end of this year to release another expansion pass and whatnot or whatever. So that was pretty sudden. Pretty yeah, awful match. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to stream Destiny 2 soon to play some of that new update. See what it's all about. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So what I was gonna say earlier was that while I was waiting to get, because like I said, I wasn't really too much in a rush to get my keyboard and mouse and stuff sent to me, and I know I could have just bought a new keyboard and a new mouse, but I'm gonna be real. I have, and I'm sure I probably already said this at the beginning of the stream, but I have a Logitech G502 wireless mouse. It's about 150 bucks at the time of purchase. I have a HyperX Alloy Naruto Itachi themed limited edition keyboard. I think it was like $200 when I bought it. It's like that's 350, 400 bucks right there. So like I know I could have bought a cheaper mouse and a cheaper keyboard, but I would have felt like I was taking a step back. Like I wanted my cool ass keyboard and my nice mouse. So God forbid, right? So, um, and like I said, I mean, I wasn't really too in a rush. I was like, look, if anything, I'll just have that stuff shipped down or shipped up, I guess, by the time, around the time that the new Killer in Dead by Daylight comes out. Speaking of which, I'm once again not sure if I already touched on it. Um, but dude, we got Art the Clown announced for November. Um, in between Art the Clown and this Jason release, we have the Grimoire chapter, which is the killer we as a community helped vote on to make. So that's going to be really sick. The Ray of Punishment or whatever his power or her power is going to be called, its power, whatever. Um, so that's going to be cool. Um, but yeah, no. So what I was going to say though is while I was waiting to get that stuff shipped up here, I used that time to one, like get used to the new environment and everything, the new um, day-to-day routine, my new job, and whatnot. So what I was doing for my pastime, I was really just reading a lot of comic books. I've found a huge love for comics recently. I've read comics before over the years. I've primarily read manga. I have read comics though before. I was never really into collecting them. I would just maybe buy some trade paperbacks now and again and read some, but for the most part, I was really just primarily into manga. But I got into reading Absolute Batman. So I've been collecting a lot of that. It was really the Death Note homage that did it for me. Um, so I've been collecting Absolute Batman. Um, I've also read Absolute Wonder Woman. I have some Absolute Superman, but I haven't read it yet. I've read up to like issue 14 or 15 on Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm current on Absolute Batman, which is issue 21, and then, like I said, I have Absolute Superman's first trade paperback, actually in hardcover, but I haven't read it yet. Then I still, of course, need to read Absolute Green Lantern, Flash, especially Martian Manhunter. I've heard that one's really good. The last issue for that's actually releasing very soon. So, but I've just been primarily focusing on Absolute Batman, and I even went and bought the full run of the New 52, Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo New 52 run of Batman with the Court of Owls and whatnot. So, read that. Not all of it yet, but I've read it. It's really cool. But that's not even what I was going to say. What I was going to say is I bought a Switch 2. Yes, I've been wanting to Switch 2 for quite some time, so I figured, look, if I had my PC stuff shipped up here right away, I'm probably just going to end up playing a fuck ton of that. So let's just, and I, or I mean, it's just like, let's just wait. Like, let's just wait till the new Dead by Daylight Killer comes out. That's when we'll have my PC stuff taken care of. and you know we'll play a lot of the new killer when he comes out. But in the meantime, like I'm gonna buy a Switch. I've been wanting a Switch 2, obviously to be exact. So, oh man, I bought a fuck ton of games when I first bought it, so I've not really beaten any of them. But you know, I've played a fair amount of games on there. I've played a good amount of Kirby Air Riders, a good amount of Mario Kart World, Pacopia. Played a good amount of Pacopia. Cyberpunk even. I've never played Cyberpunk, so I know you're probably wondering like why the fuck would I finally play it on the Switch too? Well, I don't know, but it's pretty fun. Um, what else? Pacopia, Cyberpunk, Kirby Air Riders, Mario Kart World. That's really it. That's all I really played on the Switch too. Although yesterday the new Star Fox, or I guess I shouldn't really say new, it's a remake of the original, but that came out yesterday, so I want to buy that and play that. And then Devil May Cry 5 Definitive Edition or whatever it's called, like Hunter's Edition, comes with some new content. Runs 60 frames per second. I've heard really good things about that. I never even played Devil May Cry 5 back when it came out. I played, I think honestly, the last Devil May Cry game I played was probably like 2 or 3 on the PlayStation 2, so it's been quite some time, but I don't think that's really one of those games that you really need to know the story for it. They might give you enough of a recap at the beginning, I'm sure, to kind of catch you up to speed. I just know that that game's always looked really fun for the gameplay, so $30 for that's not bad at all. Comes with the full game, all the DLC, and a bunch of new content, so I might pick that up too. So I still really fuck with the Switch too. I've not been playing it recently because you know once I got my PC, um, fucking Jason had come out, and then 2 3 days later, maybe like a week later, this Black Banquet event started. So I've just really been gaming on Dead by Daylight recently as Mr. Voorhees. This new event's alright, you know. I can't even remember what the past year's previous anniversary events were. I know it wasn't the Black Banquet. I know it was like the Twisted Masquerade, but I can't remember what like the objectives were throughout the matches. Like I can't remember. Um, I'll be honest. I think I like that theme more and the game mode more. Can't even really remember much of the game mode and it's like you know gameplay. But I know that like the aesthetic of it was pretty clean compared to this. I'll be honest, but it's not bad. They're trying to switch things up. So Dead by Daylight's got a really bright future ahead. You know, between Art the Clown and just like the overhauls that they've announced in terms of graphics, weather changes. I mean, it's got a bright future ahead of itself. So I'm looking forward to that. My next stream will probably be so. I'm gonna be honest. So what I'm gonna do is I got a shipment actually of a really cool comic. Here we are talking about comics. Absolute Batman number 19, Nick Dragotta, um, Robin design variant from Third Eye Comics. Bought that bad boy for $50 in a drop. There's 2,000 total copies, 1,000 foil, 1,000 trade, or card stock. I picked up one of the card stocks. That just got delivered, so I'm gonna go outside after I end the stream. Uh, Put that into a nice clear bag and board. Put it inside of a magnetic comic book holder. Um, Take some pictures of that beauty, post it on Facebook in the Absolute Batman group. Probably make an Instagram post about it. And then after that, more than likely turn on my Switch, and I'm probably gonna cop either the new Star Fox or Devil May Cry. Um, I know I'm gonna get both of those eventually, regardless, but I just don't want. Wonder which one I'll buy to play first, because there wouldn't really be a point in buying the both of them, because I'm only really going to be able to play one at once. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of Switch 2 games right now that I haven't even fucking beat. I've just kind of been jumping between each of them, playing a little bit of this one here, and then playing a little bit of this one there, and then so on and so forth. So, we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to get a quick stream out to upload it to YouTube. Pretty much updating um, everyone, or really just myself. I mean, I'm really, let's be honest, the only person that watches these videos. Um, they're my own videos. I'll go back and watch them sometimes. Low Kirk genuinely. No, but for real, I just wanted to make a video of the new event. The new killer, Jason. Really fucking cool that he's in the game. I really like his kit. Hopefully they don't nerf that omnipresent ability, like that guy said earlier, because it's really fucking cool. Um, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to give an update on everything. Move states, uh, new killer, new event, and then yeah, that's really it. So next video will more than likely be me streaming some Destiny 2, looking at some of the new content that game's added for its final update. And then, of course, I'm going to do a lot of gaming between that video and the next one, but I'll be honest, the next one after that Destiny one will probably not be until the Grimoire chapter comes out. We'll take a look at that. I'm really only streaming whenever these new characters come out, and then in between these characters, I don't really stream. I just try to play. I could stream more, but like I said, nobody really watches them. And I mean, maybe now and again I'll stream for somebody if they do want to watch me and they don't have Discord, or maybe I want to stream to multiple people, but I won't obviously upload those to YouTube. So I guess let me rephrase that. I'm only really uploading these streams to YouTube every couple of months when the new killers come out. So, but yeah, I do have that video in between now and then planned for Destiny. It's going to really be whenever I decide to play Destiny here in the near future. That's when I'll start that stream up. But anyways, yeah, I'm just yapping now, going in circles. I guess before we get off of the game, we could see if we can, there we go. Prestige Jason, boom, Prestige 8. We'll get him to Prestige 10 at least, and then I'll stop prestiging him for a while and kind of put all my shit into Springtrap, try and get him to level 100. And then here was my build for, in case you wanted to see it. Anyways, but yeah, peace, love, positivity.